Yeah, apologies. This got delayed. I hope everybody has joined the call. Has anybody we need to wait for them? Naresh, I think some folks.
Just wait for 1 minute.
Yeah, sure. Hi Abbas, how are you? Hello Abbas. Abbas, are you there? Sinu? Hi Sinu.
Hi, John.
Hi. Wow, great. Naresh, shall we start?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, okay. Let them people join in. Okay, meantime. Okay. Is that fine? Are we waiting for someone else? Naresh? Hello, Naresh? Can I start? Don't know. It's back to back. Okay, folks, let's start. Naresh, are we waiting for someone?
No, we can start. I told you, we can start.
Okay, okay. No, is anybody, because the count is got reduced, so that's the reason. Okay, let's start. Okay. Friends, today we are going to start with this MS Excel. Okay. Yesterday we have seen multiple options in MS Word. I hope everyone has practiced on your own. Is my assumption right? Oh, is it? Is my voice audible now? Am I clear? Friends?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So let's start up. Any further ado, like similarly. So we know Windows R will prompt us this Windows command, and from there, if you type Excel, okay, if you click on OK, then it will open up the Excel sheet. Okay, so let's click on the blank page. So I am not touching on this one. New open, you know that if you want to open an existing file, you can click on the open button and pop up the existing file. And if it is a new one, you can create the same window, pop-up window will appear. You can click on the same button. Okay, so I'm not repeating whatever we have already spoken in the MS Word class, so that we can cover maximum extent possible. Okay. Okay, friends, this is the MS Excel. So similarly, the word MS Word will be a word processor. Okay. Similarly, this is the one. Excel is an data processor, data processing application. So whatever the data we are having, so if you want to do any calculation or anything, so this is the application you have to look for. MS Excel. If you know the Excel, so even if you are an engineer or a data scientist or a manager, I think 80% of your job will be done. If I'm not exaggerating, I'm exact on this point. So if you are a professional, you are in IT, so this is one must application is after MS Word, MS Excel. This is the first one. Okay, as you know that this is the file option. You have save as, the print, and everything will be here. Okay, so this is the home button. You know all this, copy, paste, format painter, everything will be same. If it is new to you, no, it's already you are familiar with this. Am I audible? Because you have seen all this, most of them, like alignment, left alignment, right alignment, and this processing and everything you have seen in the MS Word. Is my understanding correct? Friends, feel free, say yes, no. So you are already aware of this formatting part of it. Okay, let me take you through the, so here in MS Excel, I'm going to tell you, I hope you know the basics of Excel. So how many of you doesn't know any basics, like you have no clue what is Excel is all about? If anyone is there in the audience, please feel free to say here yes, no. Is everyone
What's the
knows?
basic?
So it's like, see, what is this? Like suppose if you are moving this one, this is called active cell, right? So these are all columns, these are all rows. These basics, most of you know. That's what my assumption. Is my assumption correct? Friends, please say yes or no, so that I can.
Yes.
Yes. So because based on your understanding, so I'm going to take to the class into the next level. So let me walk you through this what is this? So any cell here, if you click on anywhere, so this is called active cell, which is moving the cursor, like similar to the cursor in the Word document. This is the cursor here. This is called active cell. Mean to say, whatever you want to enter any content into the Excel, there should be an active cell. Otherwise, it won't allow you to enter any data. Suppose if you want to enter some data here, A1, but current active cell in the H5, you can see here in the top right corner. Okay. So it's a top left corner. You can see here H5. First, this is the column and this is the row it is referring. This is active cell reference cell. Whatever you want to enter, only you can enter there. Okay, this is how this is called active cell. Similarly, if you want to traverse anything, Control Shift down arrow. So if you want to traverse this, Control Shift down arrow. If you go down, what is the down arrow? So what is the traversing you have? So let's take 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's imagine this one should be there. What is the reference you can see here? So Excel is capable of handling almost millions of records here. If you can see here. So Excel is capable of handling lakhs of data, lakhs of rows we can process here. So any further due, I will be make you understand what is the basic Excel will do for you. So this is the capturing part. Whatever the headings you will be giving, like suppose any student, like most basic one is serial number and name of the student. Okay, and like any one of you are from any software background or anyone, what is the particular information you are looking for, then I can guide you. Okay, so this is, let's say, the grades. Okay, so in this simple information, so what is giving, what is the serial number, and if you give the names as ABC and DEF, then so DEFG, let's see, HIJK, MNOP. This is the not the names ideally. Okay, 9.5, 9.6, 8.5, then 8.2. This is, let's say, 7.58. Okay, see if you can see here it is, like if you can just format it as like the table. See, this is giving some information about what is all about. This is the student name, this is the grade. So if you organize any of the information into multiple columns and their respective rows, this is called a table. Okay, in going further in SQL, this will be known as your variables, and some people also call them fields, and in Excel we refer them as columns. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever this entire thing, okay, entire thing, whatever I am selecting, this is known as records of the table, entries of the table, tuples of the table. So whatever the name could be, it will refer to the multiple rows in the table in Excel format. Okay, any doubts? Okay, Let me, all of you, just you think that what is this, and this person is, we can do some magics about what you know, and everything. I'm deleting the additional one. So let's see. So if you can make it as like this is something beautiful, let's see. Now let's try. Is everyone aware of these tables? Tables, let's see. N plus 1 or plus 2 will be like multiplication table. Everyone knows about it, I think. Tables. Let's see how it is going to be. 1, 1, 2 is like first we will take it 2 only. Okay, 2, 2 1 ja, how much? 2 1 ja equal to, let's say how I will exactly replicate the existing one so that you will relate it better. Okay, let's say star, because we don't have any multiplication here. 2 star 1 ja. So this is the result. 2 star this. Okay, let's see. So this is the 2. So I want up to maybe 10. Yeah, let's take up to 12. 10 maybe. Yeah. 12, yeah. So then let's take 2. So how I am taking, just observe this. So I will be selecting these 2. Then I will be placing the cursor on the top bottom of this small dot will be visible. I hope everyone can see it. If you place your cursor there, automatically the plus symbol will appear. It means to say it's ready to drag and drop. Okay. If you say here, so automatically all values are popped up. So let's imagine the star should be there. Let's align it in the middle. Okay, this is also should be middle, so that let's this make it as a left alignment so that you will feel connected. Okay, let's see how the results should be. So if you drag this, okay, let's see how differently we can project it. Let's see. If you want something is very beautifully designed, then format the table in some condition. Yes. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Okay, see how beautifully it's become. Can you see this, friends? Let's see. Everyone 12 might be, let's see 33. So I will be dragging here. If you can see here, all 33 table came out. Similarly, let's see, something is crazy. 9.5 table. Okay. You might be not seen anywhere. Okay, let's see here. Automatically the values come up. Friends, any doubts? Anything? I hope you know the basics and even how to organize the information and everything. Because later on we are going to apply the same rule, but on the larger data set. That time you will get confused. So here column 1, column 2, column 3 and column 4. Okay, good to go. Yes, no. I will pause a moment here because I will give some space to understand this. Okay, friends. Friends, this is the basic example chart. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. So any challenges or anything as of now? Otherwise, I'm going to take you to the next level of, processing, because I don't want you to be like,
Can you
yeah, please.
can you explain it one more time?
Yeah, sure. So this is the multiplication table. Like, suppose let's take whatever is a familiar one. So, this is the fifth table. Okay, multiplication table. So what you will be doing here? 5 1 ja 5, 5 2 is 10, 5 3 is 15, right? So similarly, this is the pattern. Okay, this is the sequence we have taken. Just let me remove it. I will be creating one more time. 1. If you enter 2, what it will do? If you can observe here, automatically everything come up as a 0, because we have already given the formula as A3 is 5. This is the cell it is referring, and C3 is 1. So A3 and C3 we are multiplying here. This is the value.
So that's where you put the command.
Yes, exactly. This is the function. Okay. If you enter, so automatically it is coming as 5. Right? Similarly, when you drag the formula here, automatically it will change. Excel is intelligent enough to change the reference here, A4, and here it is coming as C4. So if you come here, we have not written any formula. We just dragged the formula from top to bottom here, like just like this. But it is taking A4 and C4. If you go here, A5 and C5 it is taking. If you go there, A6 and C6. Can you observe this? Because we have not given any value here. So multiply with some null value, it is taking as G. If you take these two in a sequence, if you want any sequence anytime in Excel, you have to select at least 2 adjacent values, 1 and 2, then come down bottom of the active cells. You can see here there will be a small dot on the bottom right corner. So if you place the cursor over there, automatically the plus symbol will appear. Then if you double click, automatically it will come down the sequence, as many values as you want. Okay, let's see here. If you change the value to, let's see, 8. Okay, let's see 8. If you drag this, automatically every value has changed into, this is the multiplication value of the 8. Similarly, you can do it for 8.5 as well, because it is an Excel, so it's not an human, so it doesn't make any errors. Humans make errors, but systems don't. This processing speed is pretty faster. Okay, any queries, anything? I hope I answered you.
Yes, you did. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. So I'm taking you to the next level. See the beauty now. Okay, just I have selected the entire table. Okay, I am not doing anything. The plus symbol, I told you, this has become the active cell. So we are instructing the system to repeat this wherever I am dragging, repeat this. So what it will do, let's see. I'm just dragging random. Okay, see friends here, it has nothing I have done. The same formula has applied from almost 11th or 12th row to 13th row to almost it's like 100. So if you can see here, automatically it's pulled down. Have you observed this one? Let's imagine if you want to further drag it. Let's see. You can do this. Okay, understood friends? This is the beauty of Excel. Otherwise you can do it manually also. If it is 5 records or 6 records, there is no point of using Excel. It's always better to use manually. your predict calculation is pretty faster. But when there is a requirement of you have to deal with multiple values, then this is the best option you have. The processing will be pretty faster. One time, and you can make use in multiple. Let's see how different functions we are going to use. So if you see here, so there will be, because I am not repeating this formatting and everything, because you know this. If you want to highlight some value, you can do this. You know, highlight the text color, you can do this. This is, I'm not repeating, friends, because it's like, you know, we are now, whatever the data processing operations, I want to give them more details on that. Okay, let's see. What is the operations here? If you want to sum all these values, how you will do? There are three ways to do it. Let's say you want to sum it up. What are the values are available here? So here, listen carefully, friends. I'm going to take you to the shortcuts. So this is nowhere Google it is available until unless you don't do with your hands. It's very easy to forget. Okay, I'm telling you this simple. Whatever you want to insert as a sum, let's take, if you want to sum all these values, whatever up to 120. So let me remove this blank row above, so that delete, select the row and delete. Okay, now it's become the column. Okay, so let's imagine if you want to sum all these values, okay, in the 120 column. So what you can do is, if you go here, see this is the right and there is a sum, right? If you click this, automatically it will sum it up. What is the formula? Subtotal. What is it taking? 109. What is this? Column 4. What is this? Up to? It is taking subtotal of reference of 109. From where? 2 to 109 it is taking. Okay. So it's taking 109. It should be 119, right? Let's see what is the change it has. 109 subtotal. Let's see. We want to verify this whether it is right or wrong. Let's see. SUM sum function will take number 1. So Excel beauty is that automatically suggests you what is the number 1. Let's take this sum. Okay, D1. Okay. So if you want to take as a reference, you can give the column up to what is the value. This is 119. Okay. If you press enter, let's see. And this is same. Okay. This is the beauty of it. This is the sum value. I have used a different formula. Let's assume that you have a different requirement that only you want to sum certain values, not all the values. Let's assume that this value, comma, if you want to do comma, let's imagine this. Okay, if you want this is the requirement. You don't want to, sum it up all the values. You want like some values, whatever the occasional values, maybe subtotals, you want to have a grand total. In that scenario, we will be using like this. So if you press enter, automatically it will just sum it up only the values. If you double click on the formula, automatically those respective cells will be highlighted. Can you see this? Okay. There are 3 ways. Automatically, if you are a layman, like you don't have much of knowledge, directly you can just click on the sum. Automatically, it will do the alt plus sum, automatically add it up. Your total will appear after the selected cells. So here, if you want to change a lot of values, like average, if you want to take from this is the average. And if you want to do the count, how many rows are there? Count it. 118 rows are there. Is it true? Yes, it's true. Right? 118 rows only. Let's see how we will count. Shift, control, down arrow. Okay, let's how we can make this one. Let's keep it here. Friends, can you see here in the bottom? The average, it is taking 8.5 because all values are same. How many values? Count 118. What is the sum of the values? 100. Okay. This is very important part of an Excel. Any Excel, any time. Let's go back to our sheet 1. Okay. I'm just doing it. Okay. Nothing great. Just I'm selecting. Can you see here? The average is 2.5. Count is 4. Sum is 10. 1, 2 is 3. 3, 3. 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. The sum is 10. What is the count? 4. 4 records are there. What is the average? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. 10 divided by how many? 4. So the average is 2.5. Can you see this? So if you want to write a formula, how we will write? Simple. Average. Automatically the suggestion will come. Okay. What is the number 1? We can select like this. Otherwise we can select and type. So we have to give the semicolon in between. If you close this, automatically 2.5 is here. Let's see. Okay. So if you want to count this also, count is came for 4. If you observe the difference between a numerical value and if you are taking as a string or characters, here only the count is showing because we cannot sum it up. We cannot make any average. Only it will show the count. Whenever you are taking any numerical, it will show the average, count and sum. If you just select it, that's all. No need to do any calculation as such. If you want to calculate, you can use this formula and calculate it, average. Friends, most of the folks will be like, like if you have something is missing out like this, if you click on somewhere, if something is changing, just press escape button. Automatically, it will take you to the previous value. And here also, if you select this, you can see average is 525, count is 4, and sum is 34.1. Let's check, is the average is correct? Let's see. Average of, select these formulas and enter 8.3.5. Is it correct? Yes. So this is one kind of mathematical operations. The most of the time. So I will be just putting somewhere on top so that you don't feel any. Here. Okay, friends. Good to go. Are you excited? Not able to follow? Or is good to go? Too fast? Too slow? Friends, please comment. Chat window. I'm expecting this chat window to flood it up with your questions. Too slow or too fast? Fast. Audience poll.
The Excel is a little bit, I don't know, to me, though, it's a little bit complex. I mean, I'll need more time on it.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it's nothing as such, like whatever the record you will be getting post this session. Okay. try this. I will be like, okay, then in that case, I will start with some basic, like basic in the sense, starting on, like, see, this sheet also we can rename whatever sheet is coming. Let's say this is the student info. So, okay, this is some name we have given. Let's see, if you want to, understand this better, I will make you understand here. So nothing great. Excel is something, what it will do. Let me take you through the Google, okay, the basic one. Otherwise, you can find here also, like similarly how we have done for our, MS Word. Do you remember help and help? Okay, click on help. I'm saying everyone. So I think what is that? Something. Try again. What is this? This is also not supporting. Wow. Okay, Excel block. Let's go there. So if you go here, the beauty of these people is like they will explain you what is this Excel can do it for you. So see, this is all we can do with an Excel. It's a very excitement journey. Okay, see, happy pride of Excel and what's new in Excel. So this is all, lot of blogs are written on this Excel, and these are the dashboards. And whatever you are seeing here, no friends, you all can create this kind of visualization in Excel. Excel has endless options you have. Like there is no end to it. You thought of it, you can create it. So first, what is an Excel? It's an, as I mentioned, Excel is an data processing. Let's see, what is data? Let's understand here. Okay, today, let me give it in a serial number. Okay, and I'm not pulling here. Okay, just have a look here, and let's take name of the participant. Name of the participant. Just I want to understand how many people have joined today's session, and so how many, let's say, how many questions they have asked. Okay, lessons questions, a number of questions they have asked. Okay, number of questions. Number of questions asked. Okay, let's see. Then let's say there's understanding. Their understanding rate, understanding rate, basic or advanced, or let's say, and how we can derive one more time the duration they spent on the time. Duration. Okay, duration we will be like writing here and here. So this is understanding rate and this is duration. Let's say. So I want to capture the information of the students who joined the class today in a particular format. Okay. Are you good to go? So here, if we click on the format, so I can, do it manually by clicking, dragging here and to see, suppose I want to do this, I can do this like this, but I don't want to do, because if it is a limited columns, only 5 columns, I can do it. But imagine tomorrow you are dealing with 100 columns. This all columns will be filled up with data. You cannot do manually one by one, right? So there should be a way to do it, right? So let's see if you have this. Okay. Friends, have you followed this? Control Z, I am doing it again. See, simply manually I cannot do one by one. So I am selecting all this. Okay. Just I press the cursor over here, just beside the E. In Excel, it's very important to watch very carefully, because while I am doing, it looks like magic. While you are practicing, then you will understand that, oh, it's not happening for me. Coach has did some miracles, nothing miracle in my hands. Okay, you should know how to do it, that's all. If you select everything, just if you press double click on this left, that's all. Okay, it's coming up. Okay, it's also not something is not turned up. Then let's see if you select all the columns, format, column width, auto fit column width. Okay, this all information come. Okay, this is my information I want to capture. This usually known as the column name. Some people also call it as the field name. Some people also call it in a statistic analysis. They will call it as a parameter. Some people, it's like in a typical Excel, they will call it a column name, column. Okay. If you want to understand any information, again, I'm giving a pro tip. Friends, please understand this. If you want to be master on anything, any data, first understand the headings of what the columns are saying. If you understand the meaning of the columns, then you can understand. You need not to bother about how many rows are there, whether it is 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 10,000, 20,000, no need, doesn't matter. What the serial number is saying about? It might be the serial number. How many folks are there? How many records are there? That's all. Right? So how many participants are today? Let me check. Oh, 6 participants. So 6 folks. That's all. What is the name of the participants? Let me take this. What is the participants' names? So someone can help me. Like I am not able to view this. Maybe who are the participants? Yeah, I can see here. How many? Sinu, MSA, Vasu. Let's see. Naresh, Chendu. I am the instructor. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? So the names, let's say Chendu, Naresh.
Naresh, Sanu,
Okay. First. Oh, Sinu. Okay. Let's see.
Abbas,
MS Abbas. Yeah. Then MSA. I don't know the name. Let's see. Then who is Mr. Vasu? Yeah, Vasu.
Kumari,
Yeah, Vasu.
Kumari.
Yeah. Okay. So number of questions been asked. Let's imagine. So Chendu has the more. He's like he's the instructor. Let's him give 2 questions. And who is the Naresh might be giving 2 questions. He might be asked. Sinu might be 5. Abbas might be how many? 8, 9. Okay. Then 4. Let's see. Vasu has asked 3 more questions. Okay. So this is the questions the folks are being asked. Okay. This is I have just did the central alignment. Okay. Understanding rate. If the person is giving only 2 questions, it means to say whether he is interested or may not be interested, or he knows the most of the things. So let's see. Proficient is a proficient with the Excel. Okay. Let's see. He is also proficient. Let's see. Sinu as an intermediate stage. Intermediate. Okay. The person who has asked more questions might be basic. Just I am assuming. Okay. Nothing is that short. It's like intermediate. It's maybe basic. It's maybe intermediate. Okay. Let's see. This is the understanding rate rather than rate. I will be give some beautiful word as status. Okay. Understanding status. The duration they spent to master this skill may be, so the duration is equivalent for everybody. So let's take the 60 minutes. Duration in minutes. In minutes. Okay. We have to specify this. Okay. Let's say 60. For across, it's similar. 60, 60. Okay. So friends, this is the beauty of this. How I come across this one? Because of this one, right? Who have been asked the more number of questions, I considered them like this is also should be basic in that case, right? See, here I have given a parameter. So if the questions are more than 4 and above, then I have considered as a basic. If the questions are minimal, then I consider them as a proficient. If the person is 3 and below, it's exactly 3, then intermediate. Understand? So there is a dependency from one column to the next column, and it is in structured format. Can you see this? The same information. So if you can give the borders to all borders to the table, let me only highlight this table. So I am just in view, I will be removing the grid lines. So see, this looks beautiful. Let me color it out even better. Okay, just I am selecting it. Format. So let's format table. So let's take this design. Okay, this is selecting. Okay, done. See friends, if you look at this information, so this is called exactly, it will do it for you. This is, if you want to do this in an word format, you can do this, but you cannot. How many total questions been asked in the session? Let's assume that. Let's understand the questions. How many total questions being asked in the session? How will you answer, friends? I'm giving a guess. Okay, audience board. The next one, what is the average duration? What is the average duration of the session? Duration of the session. Okay, yeah. Then let's understand how many proficient people are there. Proficient people are there in the class. There in the session we are mentioning, right? So session. How many basic people are there in the session? Okay, let's see. So how many different, what we have mentioned, understanding status, right? How many different status understanding statuses exist in the session. So friends, let's understand. This is I just framed out of nowhere. Okay. So why it has become a data processing? Let's see. If you want to do this, you can manually, you have to do this. Okay. I'm not going to do any one of them with manually. I will be taking everything is like, I'm pretty straightforward. Okay. Let's understand this. So how many total questions been asked in the session? How we will arrive at total questions? What is the basic understanding? Friends, I will be like, here I request you to be in the chat window active. Okay. So how many total questions? What is the basic idea? So what we need to do? Just give me a random example. I am not asking you to give me the formula. Anyhow, I am going to explain you with the formula. Give me here. So how will you understand how many total questions being asked in the session? What you need to do? Some random thought. What we need to do? We need to sum it up, right? 2 plus 2 plus 5 plus, you know? Friends, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that my understanding is correct? What you need to do? If you want to, you understand how many total questions being asked. What is the keyword here? Total, right? How many total questions being asked in the session? So how will you understand this? Very simple. Equal to,
You had everything together.
yes. So what is the formula for that? In Excel, you should be aware of sum. So where to sum? From where to where? From C2 to, this is the reference, C2. C2 is the reference. Then select, drag it till this. Okay. Close, enter. So how many questions are there?
25.
25. Now you understand the difference between Excel and Word. You cannot do this operation, the sum operation, in a Word format. You can represent the table like this in a Word, but you cannot do this operation.
So basically what you're saying in Excel, you have to put the command.
Exactly. This is called a formula. Okay. This command is known as a formula. In Unix, we will be calling this. Linux is a software where usually we will be calling as a command. Like in command prompt also, we will be calling like suppose. Let's see by the time prompt is CMD. Okay, command prompt. So it will be open as this. Let's imagine this date. So the current date is, it is giving this, right? So if you want to give the new date, you can do that. And otherwise here also you will be asked like, what is this? Like most of the time we will be using ipconfig. What is the IP address of that? Your system. So this is the IP4 address is your system address. This is the IP address. Okay. So this is called command prompt. Okay. Whereas this is called like the sum and everything will be called as formulas. Okay. Abbas, am I answer your question?
Yes. Yeah, you did. Thank you.
Okay. So then average duration of the session. Let's see. What is the average duration? So let's imagine. So I have joined 5 minutes late. Let's see. 25, 55. So if that is the case, we cannot take it as a 60 because 55 is there and it is an average. So it has to distribute across the 6 entities. That is the average. Total divided by the count of the people, like count of the parameters. That is the average formula we have been studying. So how we can do it is like the average is one function is there in Excel. The first keyword is you should be aware of what needs to be used. The keyword is average here. So we have an average function. So average is applicable on the numeric values only. If you select this and enter, then the average is coming up 59.16 minutes. Okay. So this is the average duration of the session. So how many professional people are there in the session? So we can count here. Otherwise, so there is a function called countif. Okay. Then you can count is that range. What is the range? You have to give the range equal to what is the status? What is the status is? Oh, it's not coming. Yeah, let's see. For me, It's like, yeah, proficient people. So, proficient. This is an advanced function. Friends, please be careful. Okay. And COUNTIF. The range we have taken. The range we have to take, and the criteria should be comma. And the criteria is the proficient and control. COUNTIF 2. If you understand this, I will explain you the formula in detail in coming sessions. Don't worry on the formula. Okay. But here, what I did is I am giving a high level example. Just I'm clicking on the function bar so that you will understand it better. Okay. I am giving the entire range of the table. Okay. Entire range. If you can see here, proficient and proficient, basic and basic and basic is coming out, and intermediate, right? So it's like, yeah. So this is the formulas you are able to see here. So this is the entire status. Like, suppose. Yeah.
Mr. Shendo.
Yes.
So we have to know the formulas too. Is
that
what you're saying?
Yes, yes. Then you should understand the criteria as well. Then I want to try to explain you here. See which condition, which formula you should use. See here, average is the keyword, duration of the session. So duration column you have to go and you have to average this out. How many total questions been asked? So what is the, how many total? So total is the keyword. So you have to use the sum formula here. And how many questions been asked? What is the questions? Yeah, number of questions is the relevant column. You have to apply the sum formula on the relevant column. This you will get to know from the subject matter expert or from the person on. You may not find this answer on anywhere on the Google, YouTube. So once you get these things clarified, then you may ask, so Google that, okay, what is total equivalent function, okay, in Excel. Okay, I'm just Googling it up. Is there any function similar to the SQL? No, it's not. Total equivalent function. So what is the, so let's see then what is the function. What is the function give total of the column values in Excel. See, let's see. The total columns in Excel, you can use the sum function. Okay, can you see this? Abbas?
Yes.
So if you understand this, at least the criteria, then you can ask the Google. But you cannot ask Google each and every time, right? It may give some different option as well. See, this is the way example, sum D to D, the entire range you can refer. But you should understand the basics from a person already who is aware of that particular. Then you can use to your scenario. You might be today, you might be doubtful. But tomorrow, if I give the same thing, if I ask that Abbas, there are number of students in each and every class, can you say that how many total number of students in a school? You are able to answer that question. Correct, right?
Yes.
Yes. So only thing is, what I want you to understand, and everybody in the session, it's very good that, Abbas has been asking the questions so that it will be more of engaging and you will get some benefit out of the session. Friends, whatever I am using here, understand these are all not basics. These are very advanced level Excel I'm teaching you.
Okay.
But
okay.
This is not at all basic. Yeah.
Mr. Shendo, quick question.
Yeah.
The Excel we're having today,
Yes,
That's the advanced, not the basic.
not the basic.
Okay.
I am
Because
not.
I was even thinking that before we end this, the class,
Yes,
if we're going to go back
yes,
and do the Excel again, just
right.
for asking question, because it was a little bit difficult for me.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, no problem. Thank
So,
you.
yeah, you can see, Abbas, here, I would request you to, after this session, I think Naresh can help me here. He will share the Excel with you. Okay. So
Yeah.
please try to
He did that
create
for the previous
as a replication.
class.
Okay. As it is, how I am doing it. Take the input from the video and try to exactly replicate this, what we are trying to achieve today. So that if you play with the Excel, then you will get the confidence. Friends, again, I'm saying practice is the key. What I am teaching here, you will see that, oh, beautifully it is designed. And wow, it looks great. And he's writing very extraordinary formulas. But friends, until you don't do and practice on your own, you don't get that, kick. I will say that kick, super kick. If you start practicing that and if you are able to achieve this, then the real kick starts. Okay? Then nobody in the world can stop you from exploring more and more and more. It will just change the formula, and maybe you need to understand what this formula is used for. That's all. Everything else, the basics remain same, intact. You will be applying the formula on the columns, rows, whatnot. We will be looking coming forward sessions, and I would like you to be the master. If I can do it, you can do it. Only thing is, I learned this in the span of 10 years. I try to explain you in 2 days, in the span of 2 hours. So you will be getting all integrated knowledge in one place. It's a power package. Nobody taught me like this. Friends, again, I'm saying, I never got this opportunity to understand from a master in a single instance. Even the Microsoft instructor is pretty costly. For 1 hour, they will be charging more than 2.5 lakhs in Indian currency. So you can understand this depth of this knowledge. Okay, let's see. I don't want to waste any further, and let's see. We'll be shouting out this. How many basic people are there in the session? So the same formula here, if I ask the question that how many proficient people are there? Here, what is the change? How many basic people are there? Okay, simple formula. I will copy this. Control C. Okay, enter. Whenever you are copying a formula, enter and make sure that the formula will start with an equal sign. Control V. Instead of proficient, they asked us to how many basic people are there. So I will be giving basic. Always it's case sensitive. Please make sure the basic spelling is right. Okay. Enter. So there are 3 people are in a basic people are there. Just highlighting the result so that it will be easier to understand. Friends, how many? 1, 2, 3. Why I have taken this only this 6? So it's make you to understand. If there are 100, if there are 1,000, still the formula holds true. Okay, no need to bother about. It can hold almost 2.6 million rows, I hope. So it will hold true for all 2.6 million. If you count, if you increase number of rows, doesn't affect our result, doesn't affect any formula. The formula remains holds true. That is the beauty of Excel. That is the reason it's called as data processing. The data, whatever we are entering here, this is called data. To Chendu, Naresh, everything is data. Okay, friends, understand this? Good to go?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. So then how many different, See, this is the beauty, how many different understanding status exist in the session. So this is the bit tricky question. I will explain you in the advanced. If you want, then I will tell you. But remember this, I will answer you in a next level session. Okay? How many different standing statuses? See, I am asking very straightforward question. How many are there? So, how many? I want to understand the exact statuses and what are they. So, this you can answer with something I will tell you. Okay? Friends, it's good to go. I will explain you later. Okay? I hope I made some clarification on what is Excel is all about. So I'm
You
not,
did excellent clarification.
yes. So I have not even started with the C. This is the simple information organization. So I have not started with something like, if you select this, okay, if you can give this basic information like this, then beautify these rows. I have not started with that, if you remember it correctly, because I expect you to be master on this, like if it's central alignment, left alignment, right alignment. I have not started with this. The reason is already I explained those concepts in the MS Word. That holds true for MS Excel, and coming forward we will be, this holds true for the PowerPoint as well. Okay, friends, Excel is something, if you understand the beauty, then you will start making different things on it. If you ask me personally, I have done the multiple financial modeling and project finance, and almost I have created the dashboards across and multiple organizations and large organizations, right? They will be like, let's understand, this is like crores of million organizations I've been working for. So make use of as much as you can. Okay, so I will try to give you the best of the best. Practice it. Practice is the key. So practice is the key, friends. So information insights. This is called insights. Any business will ask the questions like this. These are the questions being asked by your directors of the company, CEOs of the company. Okay, if you are the processing engineer or data scientist or the business analyst, or maybe the scrum master, how many folks are working on the scrum? So this is how you will answer the questions. Friends, it's good to go. I'm saving it for today. Day 1 Excel. It's like day 3 Excel. So Naresh, I am done for the day. Okay, so friends, if you have any questions before closing up, please let me know. Otherwise, we can catch up tomorrow. So tomorrow we are going to play with large data. On
What are we going to?
Yeah.
What are we doing tomorrow?
We are playing with an pivot tables and advanced level. We look up. There are crazy terms will be there in an Excel, right? The VLOOKUP. Most of the people will scared of that. Okay, I will make you expert on that. Friends, please download.
But you promise that we're going to go over this Excel again.
Yes, please.
Okay.
If you have, practice it. If you can 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, please do it. Feel free to
No problem.
Then you will understand the reality. See, this is not a real rocket science. If you practice it on your own, you will understand it better. As extensively as you practice, the similar line, nothing great, nothing less. The same video, keep it in front of you, start practicing how I have created a table, how I have created a student information, how I have formatted it. Simply just copy, paste and replicate with your hands. Friends, if you make your hands dirty, then only you are able to understand the concepts of Excel. Otherwise, it's simply just a display unit. You don't feel that, insights out of it. I would always urge you to, request you to, suggest you to practice on your own. Friends, know where you will get this opportunity. Again, I'm saying, if you have 110 questions, feel free. Like how Abbas is asked me today. I have created out of which he has the right person has pop up the questions. Then I have created the table out of our information. See, whatever available today, I have created this out of nowhere, right? Friends, please feel free to, ask your questions, and tomorrow we are going to look more detailed version of the table. This intention and the purpose of the session is make you understand Excel and make you perform on your own. You should not go to any person asking that, oh, if it is the business scenario, how would I process the data? You should not ask anybody, right? Most of the time, the sum function will answer, trust me, 50% of your questions. If the average, if you know, it will address 10 more percentage of the questions. And if you know the VLOOKUP, trust me, 150% you know the Excel. This is how you can do it. And if you don't understand anything also, there are some tables are there, pivot tables. You will just like that, you will understand. You can plug and play, just drag and drop, you will understand. If you don't understand anything also, there will be something to understand, make you understand. Okay, I will make you as a person of expert before leaving, maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, based on the availability. I would like to make you understand this. Friends, with that note, I am taking signing off for today. Handing over to Naresh. Thank you.
Thank you.
Naresh.
Sorry, my mic is not working. Hello.
Yeah, please, Naresh.
Yeah. So yeah, right now, I'm sorry, I'm not involving today's class. Like I had a PI call running is there. So guys, I will send you this video once it is updated in our drive. So I will update. So and also I will send the document as well. Sorry for the delay today because of some planned schedule. Yeah, that is from my side.
Thank you, Naresh. I think, yeah, friends, please